What's good with the people? So, what y'all got going on today? I be sitting up and I be thinking, and I'm probably gonna do this on my podcast too, because the difference between my podcast and my Facebook is when I do it on my Facebook, I don't have an issue with people coming on and speaking their opinion, and they don't have to agree with what I'm saying. But it's just when people come on and say the fuck shit. My facial expressions, my face changes, and then I start going off of what the topic is. So that's why I always do a podcast too. But do y'all ever think that looking at the way the world is today and right now, do you ever think that maybe we would have been better off if we were still separated in like a black white situation? You know? Do you ever think that if we never would have got segregated to the point of everybody blending together, do you ever think that maybe things would be better? And the reason I say this is because back in the days when it was one of those situations where blacks, colored or whatever, whites only, whatever, you still had some whites that were good, that were, you know what I'm saying, but you could know which one was which. Hey Pooh, you could know which one was which. In every movie you see about Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, there's always whites standing with the blacks. And that's cool. But what I'm saying is, when they were separated, if a white stood with the blacks or had the black people's side, it was easy to recognize. Now that we're segregated and everybody is mixed together in one big stinking ass pot, you don't know who is good and who is bad. And then on top of that, you've even had some blacks be converted over to the brainwashing of the whites and shit. They mixed in too. They white, they just got the same skin color. I don't know. There's just things I be thinking about, because what if we had black only bathrooms and that racist ass white person had to pee? Guess what? You can't use this bathroom because it's a black only bathroom. She got to walk on 3, 4, 5 miles on down the road, sir, because this is a black only bathroom. Because I think about it, with all the black people being killed by these white cops and nothing being done about it, what if the table was turned and white kids were being killed by black cops? Are they still going to have paid leave? Are they still going to just get a smack on the wrist? I don't know. Again, these are just things I be thinking about. I don't need no bandwagon people or nothing like that. But it was just a day where I just actually was speaking my mind, trying to understand. You know? Would the world be better if we were still separate? I mean, at least then you would know who your enemy was. Because right now, you don't know who is who. People quick to scream Black Lives Matters, but it's black on black crime too. You know, I mean, I have an issue with people saying, well, one bad cop, so all cops is bad. I gave somebody a scenario and said, well, when I worked at Best Buy, we all wore blue shirts. If you come into Best Buy and I happen to go to the restroom and one of my coworkers slapped the shit out of you, when I come back, that ain't got nothing to do with me. I didn't slap you. Cause see, when people go to the point and they say, "Oh well, you gotta hold everybody," the good cop gotta hold the bad cop accountable. When you use the word accountable, when you make your mouth pronounce it, make sure you holding your punk ass friends accountable. Make sure you holding that Chester molester uncle accountable. Make sure you're holding that pedophile in your family accountable. Make sure you hold everybody accountable. Don't ask for accountability just when it suits the situation. I'm 41 going on 42, and I know for a fact my childhood, 79, 80s, we grew up to a whole bunch of fucked up ass relatives that wanted us to keep shit sweep it up under the rug. Keep the business in the house. Don't tell nobody. So here's my thing. We may have had aunts, uncles, moms, dad, grandma. We may have had people in our family that done did some fucked up shit that we don't even know about. But if we find out about it, are we going to hold them accountable? So my thing is, people scream accountability. People scream Black Lives Matter. And don't get it twisted. Because I'm not one of them people that say all lives matters, Black lives matters, white lives matter. Guess what? My life matters. And yours should matter for you. Be accountable for yourself. The only people you are responsible for is the people in your home. I'm not finna go out there and you rah-rah. If you my friend and you already know what these folks out here doing to us and you out here acting a goddamn fool and trying to raise up again, I'm not finna put myself in the line of fire for you. I got a whole child to come back home to. And I don't trust not a soul to take care of her if I die. I take that back, my nephew. Other than that, I don't trust a soul to put in the obligations and the priority to see about her the way I'm going to see about her. Her grandparents are already older. So I would even put that pressure on them. So what I'm saying is, I sit back and I just watch, man. And like I said, people know I'm going to say what I on my mind. I really don't care whether people like it, agree. I'm not trying to get nobody to agree. I'm just doing this the same way I do my podcast. It was on my mind, so I felt like saying it. This world been fucked up for a long time. Thing about it is, I remember a point in time when I used to try to point things out to people and give people advice and tell them this and, show, not just tell them. I used to try to send the research and pull the research and let them see this shit. And I don't even like the terms of sleep and woke. For me, it's conditioned and unconditioned. At one point, I was conditioned because I went by all the things that I was raised to believe. Everything my mama, my daddy told me, my uncle, my uncles, my auntie, my uncles, my cousins, my grandparents. That's what they told me, and I didn't even care to research it because I trusted that that's what it was like. That's why you have a lot of our parents, the grandparents, the aunts. That's why it says like people are stuck in their ways because they're still conditioned. Not their fault because they learned that behavior from their parents and their generation. But at some point in time, you got to break that chain of condition. You've been doing it all your life this way. So why not just take a look at what's going on over there and do a little research? What could be so bad about finding out? What if? That rabbit hole ain't so scary. People call me a conspiracy theorist every other day. I'm okay with that because I jump down the rabbit hole. I ask the simple question, and I tell my daughter to do the same thing. Always ask why. So when somebody tells me something, why? Why should I do that? Why should I believe what you're saying? What makes you right? Where's your research? Where's your facts? You got to fact find some things. A lot of people don't want to fact find. If you can show me something in black and white, I believe it. I can show you in black and white that the only reason that California is on this big lockdown because a lot of elite people on house arrest. I can show you that in black and white. I can show you in black and white that the coronavirus is another form of the flu. I can show you in black and white how all these fires and hurricanes and shit is another form of a distraction. I can show you in black and white that neither one of the people that's running for the president are good candidates. I can also show you in black and white how your vote don't count. You think about, and like I said, I only have a couple of people I really can break this shit down, because like I said, some people are so conditioned, they get real defensive when you say things. And it's cool because I've been enlightened on stuff, so that's why I say it don't bother me. I used to always be like, no, I don't want to be a problem. I don't want to make too much noise. But it's not even that, because here's the thing. I'm not a problem. I maintain my household, my home, my house, my place. We are prepared. When this shit hit the fan, we are already prepared. Me and my child, we are already prepared, because that's who I pour the knowledge into. Because see, I need her to be TTG like her mama. Ready to fucking go. Because the shit gonna hit the fan. And when it hit the fan, what kills me, because when some of the stuff that's happening now, I had told people about it before, and it'd be crazy because they'll hit me back and be like, oh, I remember when you said, yeah, but it's too late because you scrambling now and I'm already prepared. So my thing is this. It's crazy how nobody thought about the fact when back in the day, in the old days, when they fought so we can get a right to vote. And the whites, and don't get it wrong, I'm not racist at all. My stepdad is white. I have white friends. I'm not. But when I say white people, I mean those white people. I'm speaking of racist white people. It's funny how back in the days, our ancestors, as people say, fought to get us the right to vote. But the thing I be thinking about, and now this is allegedly, but the thing I be wondering, when you went in to vote as a black person back then, did you see your vote go in the bag with the white people? Did you actually see the vote that you gave them go in the ballot? Or did you just drop it in the ballot that could have easily been attached to a trash can? In my own opinion, every president that hit that White House has already been chosen. It's whoever's next in line. Your vote looks good. And like I said, they have you so amused to, like I said, back in the day when they finally said black people can vote, everybody ran up there cheesing just like the minstrel show they wanted you to have. And nowadays, when people vote, what do they get? A big old sticker. I voted. And it's and I'm not trying to be funny. It's just crazy because, like I said, I was once conditioned. I believed when the last time I voted was Obama. I wanted to be a part of the first black president crew. That man ain't shit either. It is what it is. Like I said, what's crazy to me is if people, and I'm going to say people because whenever I say y'all, people get offended. I don't care, but I'm just saying I'm trying to work on my people skills, Lord. But whenever the news, whenever somebody sees something on this blue app, whenever the news say something, whenever, quote unquote, they, because I still don't know who the fuck they is, but I always hear this. Even the job I work, I always hear this. Well, I was talking to somebody and they said, well, I heard that who is they? Stop taking just face value. Stop. I'm sorry, David Parman. Did you work at the polling station back when they first allowed black people to vote? Because that's what I was talking about. I'm not talking about now. I'm going to repeat what I said. I said when the whites finally allowed blacks to vote back in the day, do they know their votes went together with the white people? You got to think, this is the same time when they was having white-only bathrooms. So what I said was, does anybody know back then if their vote actually was mixed with the white people vote? That's all I said. I don't know or care what the polling station is doing right now. That's not my president. Obama was a puppet. Your same black president Obama, I wouldn't even get into all that. Like I said, um, so I don't have God is my president. I don't give a fuck who they put in y'all White House. Because I set myself up in life to where I don't care who is in that White House. It does not affect my home. It's not going to affect me. Things only affect you when you allow it to affect you. If you want to be controlled by the government, if you want to be controlled based on what president is office, if you want to be controlled about what them people tell you to do, if that's what you want to do, Mr. Parman, guess what? Go forth. Do you. Because again, like I said, I'm not a problem from anyone. My home is secured. The knowledge within these walls between me and my daughter, I'm not concerned or worried about who y'all president gonna be. Okay? Because at the end of the day, God got the last say. I don't care who in there. I don't care. They say if you don't vote, don't complain. I never complain. I don't give a damn about what rules are in place. I don't care what's going on earth. I don't really fool with, I don't really care to deal with a lot of people anyway, because I can't understand I can't have a nice conversation with a lot of people. Because the same way I'm open to always learning and researching stuff, I have to communicate with people that are open-minded. That third eye shit is so real. You can't say I'm woke and still got crust in your eyes. Like, I'm not putting a gun to nobody's head and saying, hey, this information I'm telling you, you got to listen to it and you have to start walking in this light today. Hell no. Do what you choose to do. But on the platform that I have, all of them, I'm going to talk my shit. I'm going to speak my mind. Now, what I eat don't make you shit. How I live don't affect you at all. But, I still feel like I said, I have a lot of people that be saying, oh, I'll be glad when everything goes back to normal. It wasn't normal before Corona. This shit ain't been normal for a long time. I remember growing up as a little girl, and I say Lumpkin, Georgia, because that's where I spent most of my summers, because that's where my family from. I remember growing up, you was on the straight and narrow. Because if I did something, the neighbor could get on my ass, and then I'm going to get home, and my auntie going to get on my ass. Nowadays, I don't let my daughter be out there by herself. All these goddamn pedophiles and shit. Back in the day, I remember when molestation and pedophile shit was happening. Because like I said, I'm a living witness. I remember the second time I had to go through it, I remember my cousins and shit trying to beat a nigga down, like ready to beat their ass. It's sad to say now, when motherfuckers know somebody in their circle, a pedophile or something, these motherfuckers don't do shit. Half of them be like, I wonder why. These motherfuckers don't start getting curious instead of angry. Like, this shit is sickening. And that's why I'm very, very protective. People say I shelter my daughter. I don't give a fuck. I'm very protective because I'm not afraid to do time. I done been there, done that, can go make a shirt about it. I will go off about mine. And that's the problem with ain't nobody going off for these kids. No. They going to the club. They kicking it with the niggas. They ignoring the kids. They want a title. They want a man so bad. They leaving the kids with the man. They don't care. And then when something happen, bitches have to actually think about whose side they gonna choose. I had somebody tell me one time, well, you ain't gonna never be happy if you worry about the happiness of your daughter. I am 41 and single, and I'm cool. You know why? Because if you ever get the privilege to come around mine and she say she don't like you because she don't like your vibe, I don't give a fuck who you are. or what you bring to the table. If she don't like you, we shutting that shit down. Because her happiness means more to me than mine. She is number one priority. I don't give a fuck if I'm old and gray by the time I get into a relationship. If she don't like the vibe, your ass is out of there. Period. And if more people actually put their kids first, man, this world will be a lot better. And I say that like from my heart, from experience. People don't understand what those childhood traumas and childhood tragedies do to people. I've had people so much to tell me, oh, that shit happened to you when you was wrong. You should be over it. Bitch, I'm over it. I'm not a victim. I'm a survivor. But the shit still occurred. You don't forget. You try to move past it. You become a better person, because one thing about it, you become a survivor of everything. You learn how to get out the mud. A lot of people be like, well, independent women, they act like they don't need no man. I'm not gonna sit here and say, well, I'm not gonna say I need a man, because see, that's where the misconstrued information is. A man has to be wanted or desired. You need air to breathe. I don't need no man like I need air. Having a companion would be great. If it's good, if it's a great situationship, it's good. Hey, but at the same time, no one needs someone for every aspect of their life. I may enjoy a companionship to the point where I have someone to talk to. I have someone to get advice from, because we then become a team. We become one. But I've been single for a long damn time, and I ain't had no depressing days. I stay too busy, so I don't know. But I ain't gonna stay on this long, because, like I said, this little blue app got a lot of conditioned people on it. I just wanted to come on, say my piece, and I hope y'all have a great Saturday. Those that are still conditioned, maybe one day the light bulb will come on. Those that are not conditioned, I already know you on your shit and you know what to do. You know what time it is. Handle your business. Love y'all.